Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Victoria Yano, the CEO of Victa Designs International. So today I'd like to teach us on how to make 4 different designs of bag. 3 are padded, while 1 is a laptop bag. So before I proceed in showing you the bag, if you're joining me for the first time, I would like you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't only subscribe, kindly click on the notification bell so that you can be getting notification on our different videos. And for the returnees, thank you so much for your love. I appreciate you. And for everyone watching this video on Telegram, don't forget to send your practical work to me on Telegram. And on YouTube channel, don't forget to drop your comment, like our video, share. Thank you so much. So, and the first bag is how to make a padded bag. It has a chain handle and leather. Can you see it? It has a chain handle and leather, and it has a lock. Okay, the flap is round shaped flap. Okay, so it has a handle. This is it. So I'll teach you how to make it from the scratch. Okay, from pattern making and everything. Okay, why the second bag is how to make this is also a padded bag. Okay, it has a circle handle and long handle. Okay, this one, the flap of this one is a straight flap, and the side is different from this one. This one has a straight side, while this one, the side is a cuffing side. Okay, so the next one is how to make okay, it also has bottom. It has bottom. The next one is how to make a shoulder bag padded bag. Shoulder bag padded bag. It has a short handle. Okay, this is it. Okay, so it has flap also, and the side. Can you see it? Okay, why the last one is how to make a laptop bag. Before I proceed, don't forget that if all these designs of bag, once you're able to make them, you'll be able to make other bags. Okay, once you're able to get the shape, different shapes, it's just the flap that you'll be changing for the padded bag. Okay, and for the laptop bag, if you know, the last one is how to make a laptop bag. Can you see? It has double zip. It has outside pocket. That's 2 outside pockets. This one and these 2. It has short handle, and then it has long handle. This is a big laptop bag. Can you see it? Okay, this is it. So I'll teach us on how to make the laptop bag from the scratch. And don't forget, if you're able to make this laptop bag, you'll be able to make traveling bag, you'll be able to make school bag also. Do you understand? So now we'll move to the materials needed in making all these bags. We'll move to the materials needed in making them. Okay. So now we'll move to the measurement. On your sheet board, you measure 23 by 9 inches. Then you divide it. The front will be 6.5 inches. The bottom will be 4 inches. The back will be 6.5 inches. The flap head will be 1.7 inches, while the remaining one will be the flap. Okay, I hope you can see it. Now to get the shape, on your front, can you see it? You measure 0.5 inches. Then you slant it down on the both sides, 0.5 inches, and slant it down on the both side. So you measure 0.5 inches also at the back where I wrote back. You measure it and slant it down also. Okay. I hope you can see it very well. Okay, while at the flap head you measure 0.5 inches. You don't need to slant it down, you just straighten it down, so that will give you the shape. So you need to, can you see it very well? Can you see it? Okay, so the flap head I measure 0.5 inches. Also at the flap I measure 0.5 inches. Can you see it very well? Okay, so that will give you the shape. That's how to shape it. You know, we're cutting everything together, the flap, the back, everything, we're cutting it together. So after you shape it, then you cut it out, you trim it out, and it will give you this shape. So if you need to go through this video again and again for you to get it, you can go through it. So now for the side, you measure 4 inches by 6.5 inches. That's the bottom is 4 inches, while the side is 6.5, while the length is 6.5 inches. And after you've done that, you measure the both side and the down part together. Okay, whatever it gives you, then that's what you cut out by 1.5 inches, because for the side we're cutting extra leather to join to the side. Okay, so kindly keep watching so that you can get the side very well. So you need to draw it very well for you to get the appropriate shape. Okay, so after that we'll move to the materials needed in making the bag. You need skin leather, you need gum, you need magnet, you can also use lock, you need hanger, you need adjuster, you need marco, you need circle ring, you need sheet board for pattern making. And don't forget that whenever we are cutting a padded bag, we always cut the flap head and the flap separately. We cut extra one to cover the flap. Okay, so that's where you need to cut extra one. Do you understand? So you need punch, you need bottom, you need circle ring, you need cutter, you need your mallet. Okay, you also need your velvet. You can use lining if you can't get velvet. Okay, so we move to, so now to fix the circle handle, you measure 0.3 inches leather by 45 inches, then you apply your super glue, then you start wrapping it around. So you make sure you wrap it around the circle handle. So after that, you need to cut another leather whereby you fix it on the material. So you measure 3.5 inches by 4 inches, 3.5 inches by 4 inches. Then you apply gum on it, you fold it. After folding it, you fold 0.5 inches on the both side, 0.5 inches on the both side. And then for the long handle, you measure 2.5 inches by 54 inches. Now you start the gumming part. You apply gum on your material, on the leather, and also apply gum on your marco. Then you place your marco on the leather. You make sure you apply the gum very well. So you trim it out. After you done that, then you notch the side of the leather, and after notching it, you apply gum around the marco for you to be able to fold the leather on the marco. So you notch it very well, and while notching it, you need to be careful so that you don't over notch it. Okay, because the bag is not straight. There are some parts that are straight, while there are some parts that are slanting. Okay. So I hope you can see what I'm doing. So that's the extra leather that we're cutting for the side. Okay, and for the flap, you fold it also and the handle. So the handle should not be more than 2 inches. Okay, and for the D-ring, you fix the D-ring also on the side. So for the bottom, to fix the bottom, you measure 1 inches. You measure 1 inches. That's to fix the bottom. You measure 1 inches by 0.5 inches on the four side. That is, you measure it, then you fix your bottom on it. And for the magnet, you fix your magnet before gumming the flap lining on it. So you fix your magnet first. I hope you can see what I'm doing. So I want to fix the magnet. So you measure 0.7 by 0.7 on both sides and fix the magnet. So after fixing it, you apply gum on your sheet board and your marker. But before you do that, you need to fix the circle handle on the flap head. That's where you fix it. So you first of all fix the leather on the circle handle. Then you measure your flap head, the length of it, and make sure that your handle is at the middle of the flap head. So you take your cutter, you first of all mark it. After marking it, then you take your cutter and cut it straight. You make sure you don't overcut it, and it has to be in the middle. I hope you can see what I'm doing. So I'm trying to mark where I will cut. So you need to mark it very well. So that's where I will cut. So you just use your cutter and cut it straight. Can you see it? So that's where I'll fix the handle. So you just fix the handle in and apply gum for it to hold it. So now you apply gum on your marker. You fix your lining or velvet. You know I'm using velvet. So you fix your lining or velvet on it. So then after fixing it, you fix your flap head. The flap lining also, you fix it. I hope you can see what I'm doing. So you need to set it very well. You need to set it very well. That's the flap head. So after that, now we'll fix the magnet the second part of the magnet before I will gum the lining on it. Can you see what I'm doing? So you make sure you set it very well for you to get the accurate spot where to fix the magnet, the other part of the magnet. So after fixing it, then you now cover it with the lining. So now for the side to fix your D-ring, you measure 3 inches and you make sure that the D-ring is in the middle. Then you can sew it round or you use rivet. So I'm using rivet. Okay, after punching it, then I will now cover it with the lining. So this is the part that we sew on the side. I will also cover it with the lining. So now we'll move to the sewing part. So these are the parts that we're going to sew. For the long handle, you fold it and sew it straight. That's for the long handle. So now you sew the edges of the leather that we're sewing on the side. You sew the both edges. Then you start sewing it around the side. I hope you can see what I'm doing. You sew it around the side. So you do the same thing on the both side. Can you see it? So now you sew the flap head to the flap head. That is, you sew the flap round. So after sewing the flap round, next thing to do now is to look for the middle of the side and also look for the middle of the bottom. Then you start sewing it round. You make sure you mark it. So you look for the middle of the bottom also. Then you sew the side. That's the middle of the bottom. So you start sewing the side. So now after looking for the middle of the side, you make sure you set it very well before you start sewing from the upper side. Can you see what I'm doing? So I will still use super glue to glue it down so that it will make the sewing easy for me and it won't be shaking. You can use super glue and you can use your clip also. You can see that I'm using both so that if you can't find any clip, you can use super glue also. Can you see what I'm doing? So I'll start my sewing now. Since I've already set it, I'll start the sewing. Can you see it? It makes it very easy for me to be able to sew it, especially on blackhead machine. Once you use your super glue, so can you see it now? Because I've glued it down, so it's not moving, it's not shaking, the edges are together. So The sewing is very easy, very easy on blackhead, very easy. So you do the same thing on the other side also. So after that, you fix your long handle. After fixing the long handle, then you snap the bag. You snap the bag and you start carrying it, or you sell it. Okay. So now we'll sew the other part on it. As you can see, it's very easy to sew the other part. So for people that are using manual machine, that is blackhead machine, it's very easy to sew a padded bag on the machine, and it will not stress you depending on the method that you use. Okay, I hope you enjoy watching this video, and I hope you learn a lot from it. So don't forget to send your practical work to me on Telegram, and don't forget to drop your comment on my YouTube channel, and don't forget to share our video. So the bag is ready now, and we are ready to carry it. Just snap your bag and send it to me. Thank you so much.